Well, the day is finally here. I'm going to get the Ford Performance exhaust installed at the Ford dealership right down the road. Also the Mountune rear motor mount. And Ford's going to let me film the whole process for you guys so you can see how the professionals do it. So if you have the tools to do it at home, you can do so. But really excited for this because this is the first time in my life where I've been able to buy upgrades like this and get them installed in my car. I've always wanted to do it. Never did it on my Civic Si, but now I'm working full-time, can do whatever I want. I'm gonna get this exhaust installed, and I think it's really gonna make this car feel like a brand new car again, because it's gonna bring its personality out through the exhaust. The stock exhaust is fine, it's just really quiet, and I want something a little louder, but with having no drone and not being obnoxiously loud. So I think this is the perfect exhaust, but we're gonna find out. Okay, so we got the car up on the jack right now, and we just took a look at kind of the whole exhaust and what the game plan is, and he asked me if I ever plan on going back to stock again, which I don't think I'll ever do that, because this is gonna stay on there. But this whole exhaust you're seeing here, that is all one part. So what he's gonna do is cut it exactly how this exhaust is cut. He's gonna cut it right at these points on a straight line with the Sawzall, just so if, when I sell this car, if I ever want to go back to stock, it won't be as hard, like having an angle or anything like that. And I was actually pleasantly surprised to see how clean it was under my car. It's still very clean. The weather is really mild out here, so I'm not that surprised, but this exhaust will be no longer. And the tech's name, his name is actually Ben too, so he's nice enough to let me film this whole process, and hopefully you guys get a lot out of it. But this guy just to hold it in place. So where are you gonna cut here?
I think the easiest place is gonna be fucking right there.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no electrical around this, so good place to cut.
See guys, when it fails at home, you can't just pull an air saw out of your ass. So luckily we're at Ford and they have all the equipment here. So we're getting it all cut out here. Safety first. Just picked up the stock exhaust, and then I picked up the Ford Performance exhaust to see like what the weight difference is. I would say it might be a 10-pound difference with the Performance exhaust being a little lighter. This one just feels, it's not like I pick it up right away and I can tell, but there is difference, and I would say that the Ford Racing exhaust is definitely lighter, so another advantage. The new pipe is just slightly more diameter than the stock one, not a crazy amount, obviously, because we're keeping the downpipe and everything the same. Again, this upgrade's mainly for sound. There's probably going to be a little more power, but nothing that I'm gonna jump on it and get thrown back in my seat. Just more to free up the exhaust sound and sound of the engine. Okay, I think those need to be reused, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe you don't know this, but what's the difference between this and this being, like, why does Ford do that and then the aftermarket does that little just
That's going to make it louder. This
Okay.
is a sound resonator, so it dampens the sound to make it a lot quieter.
So it's just like a factor, right? Okay.
Yep, that allows a lot more flow. Got this open, it has a whole bunch of fiberglass and sound deadening
Oh, okay.
stuff in there.
Huh.
And this...
So this still has the fiberglass and sound deadening, just on a much smaller level?
Yeah, it doesn't have as much at all. It has
Oh, really?
a lot more flow through. This has baffles through it, and that's probably, if you look straight through here, it's probably straight through. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. It's interesting, I didn't know that.
Well, I just want to make sure the orientation of the bend is going to be the same.
Oh, you could put it on the wrong way and it bend the opposite direction. I see.
Right.
Kind of learning as we go here, but one of the things we just found is from the down pipe to this mid pipe, we want to put them both on at the same time, but have that one slide into this one because they kind of fit flush right at the end. So we're going to take that off again and then slide it into this pipe and then mount it all. So hopefully that helps you guys at home. Sorry.
You're all good. Okay, so this is where the other exhaust hanger needs to be. But as you can see,
Oh, okay.
it just has to have an isolator like this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be fun to tighten. And get that back into place the way it needs to be, like that, to protect your canister.
What is this right here? This.
That is your charcoal canister for your evap system.
Huh. So what was it? The penetrating lube?
The penetrating lube was just to get the rubber isolators.
Okay, got it.
Hang on to that. That's gonna be fun to tack right there, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Alright.
That's
pretty even, yeah?
That's pretty even. It's just this, I don't know if you can, this is kind of tilted this way. You might need
This
to,
has to go up.
yeah.
There's not a whole lot we can do that with these isolators. I can try to fix it a little later, but
yeah.
Isolators.
It's not a huge deal. It's just
not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker. Okay, so just a quick summary of the tools we've been using throughout this whole process so far.
I used an air nibbler saw. I got angled cutoff wheel. We got a sawzall, pry bar to remove the exhaust hangers, a 15mm ratcheting wrench for the 2 flange bolts on the front, and this is also going to be utilized to tighten the aftermarket clamps on the new exhaust.
Perfect.
And yeah, that's all I used.
Okay,
That's
cool.
a 15mm socket on my 3/8 impact over there to get it started, but like I said, I got to use this to finish it.
Okay, cool.
And it is really tight. I just don't want it to have any rattling.
Yeah.
It's important how you put that clamp on so you have enough space so it doesn't hit your exhaust heat shield.
Yeah.
And then we got 17s up there. So that's all on. That's that. Alright. Now, just go in there and start it up and see if we can hear any exhaust leaks.
How would you know if there's going to be an exhaust leak? You just
get up in there and you have to feel around where you tighten the clamps.
Oh, okay.
And listen.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to hear an exhaust leak, but
Huh.
generally you just feel for air coming through where the clamps are
Right.
and the flange to the bolts up.
All right, first startup. Oh. That sounds really nice. Yeah, that sounds amazing. So he's checking for exhaust leaks right now. Basically going around everywhere where he just tightened and sealed to check if there's any extra air coming out or something like that, or
Just make sure everything's tight so we don't have any exhaust leaks.
yeah, so just making sure everything's as tight as possible. But it sounds amazing. I mean, just sitting here, so the engine's kind of warm. It has a more of a performance sound right now, and it's not, I don't know, it's not outrageous now. The engine's cool. Yeah, so now it's perfect. Really excited so far. So after I started editing this video, and it got up to around 15 minutes, I thought I would split it into 2 parts. I know it's kind of hard to sit around for 15 minutes and watch a video. So we ended up having some issues with exhaust leaks, which I'm going to break down in the next video. It's really unfortunate, but we got it fixed, and I'm going to show you how. And just thought it would be easier if it was split into 2 videos. I am working to, it's probably going to end up being 3 videos with 2 parts for the exhaust, 1 part for the motor mount, and some others, but working hard to get these all out there for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to all of you, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more.